So I don't think it's any secret on this channel that one of my favorite car brands is Mercedes-Benz. We've made that pretty clear that I really like their cars. But today's video is not going to be about me liking their cars. In fact, today's video is going to be me ranting about why I hate the new stuff that they're making because... oh God, what is going on? What happened to the days of sweet, sweet Mercedes? Now they're gone. But let's get into this. My name is Evo, and you're watching God Next. So let me start at the beginning. My first real experience with Mercedes was, I guess, through my dad, because he has a European car shop, worked on European cars, and we've really only ever really had Mercedes and BMWs and Audis my whole life growing up. We've never really had any other, like, I guess, car brand aside from German stuff. So I like Mercedes. I mean, I like all cars, honestly, but I prefer Mercedes. That's what, like, my preferred brand. I have two of them. Just to give context, I have a 2004 E55 AMG, the first Hellcat. There would be no Hellcat if it wasn't for that car. And then I have a 2008 CL43 AMG, the big body, naturally aspirated, big V8, cool car. So I like those, you know, my era of Mercedes, really 2000s or really 2000s and before. That's kind of where I really like the cars. I think really everything after like 2010, I like the new cars. They're just, in terms of like quality, I'm not the biggest fan of. And here's what I mean. I'm gonna leave the S-Class out of it because the S-Class is always just, it's the S-Class, right? It's the pinnacle. But stuff like the C-Class now, CLA, I mean, what are you doing, Mercedes? We did a 2023 C43 AMG, which is like the W204 or 206, excuse me, new C-Class, and the interior is pretty crappy. I mean, there's a lot of plastic everywhere. The design's nice, but there's a lot of plastic and a lot of creaking going on, which it's a Mercedes. Like, sure, it's a C-Class, it's the base, but you'd expect a nice car. I mean, that car's like 70 grand new because it's the light AMG. What is going on? I mean, their EQS, which is like their S-Class version of the electric cars, has a bunch of creaking inside and whatnot. Again, it looks nice, the interior is designed nice, but the materials are kind of shitty. You have cars like the CLA, which, for the love of God, why does the CLA and the A-Class really, why are they priced what they're priced at? There's gonna be people in the comments maybe that own those cars. I'm like, well, my CLA 45 AMG is great. Awesome, cool. It's probably got a cool motor, you know, the 2-liter inline 4. At one time was the highest producing horsepower 4-cylinder, like 405, 410ish. So it's not bad. But everything around the car is just not good. At that same price point, or now what they're used, you could get a new Nissan Sentra or Toyota Corolla, something along those lines, which will probably last you longer and has probably better build quality. And I'm not exaggerating, because the CLA Mercedes, in my opinion, is an overpriced Nissan. I mean, it's what, like, why does that car even exist? You know, when you go to the dealership at Mercedes, you're expecting things like E-Class, S-Class, SL nowadays, or before the new stuff, you know, nice looking cars, like high quality luxury cars. And it's just not that. It's really not just that. I mean, I'm going to use my cars as a context. You sit in my 2008 CL63, which, mind you, at this point is like 16 years old or 18 years old. Oh my God, it's almost 20 years old. Wait, no, 16? I don't know, whatever the math is. That car is super nice interior. I mean, leather everywhere. You have Alcantara on the headliner. You have stitching absolutely everywhere. And guess what? When you go over bumps, the interior doesn't creak. You don't hear creaks. It has wood everywhere. It's a nice looking car. Same thing as my E55. My E55 is on kind of the lower end of the AMG line back in 2004. But again, Alcantara headliner, leather stitching everywhere, super nice interior. And it feels nice. It feels solid. You close the doors. It feels solid when you're driving. There's not a lot of creaking or anything really going on. Nowadays, there is. And it's just, I feel like it's really a disrespect to the customer buying these cars. You're having somebody spend $70,000 for a C43 AMG, and you give them an interior full of plastic with not even real leather, by the way, which sure, it's an option to get it, but it's like $3 grand. Come on, Mercedes. What are you guys doing? What happened to the days of the W140 S-Class, the W124 E-Class? I mean, the tanks. These cars were tanks. Like, they never died. Now, I'm worried about what my CLA is, if it's going to last the 3-year lease. What's going on? You guys let me know down in the comments. Am I wrong? I don't think I am. Especially when it comes to this brand, because like I said, I have love for where this brand used to be. And I have 2 of their cars sitting on my house. But nowadays, I wouldn't go in the dealership and buy a new Mercedes. I wouldn't do it. 1, because I don't like depreciation. I hate losing money on cars. 2, because I just don't think the cars are going to last me that long. I mean, I don't know. It's very disheartening to say it because I love the brand, but it has to be said. Mercedes, what are you doing? I would much rather take a base model BMW 3 Series nowadays over the new C-Class, because the C-Class just, it looks really nice. I prefer the look of the C-Class over the 3 Series, but I feel like the BMW is built better. Like the interior is just better, which sucks to say because I love Mercedes. But regardless, you guys let me know down below what you think. Am I yapping, or is this an actual thing that is going on? And if you honestly just don't care about Mercedes, then fair enough, whatever. But let me know down below what you guys think, and I'll see you in the next video.